At Bankinect, we are well into our digital journey. Our retail banking customer base is large and our mobile app adoption has been good. We are successful cross-selling products typically, but have low penetration in our customer base for home mortgages. So here's our solution.
I'm James and I'm a Bankinect customer looking for a new home. Bankinect has recently added the ability to find nearby real estate and get a quote on a mortgage directly from their mobile app. Because of the relationship with my bank, it is almost a no-forms process, and further, they incent me with discount points to use their app for the approvals. The app is easy to use. I sign in to start and can search for a property by my current location. I just toured a home I really like and I am ready to take the next step. As a current Bankinect customer, they already have all my information and all I need to do is tap to get a quote on a mortgage. As I choose to get a quote, I instantly have a personalized loan offer on the property I like. I can now tap apply. It's paperless and easy. Thank you, Bankinect.
Hi, I'm Liliana. Axway Amplify has taken API creation to a new level of simplicity. The Easy Loan Property app requires an API that is an aggregation of geolocation data, Zillow pricing data, and a loan quote calculated by our backend systems. All this together provides real-time mortgage quotes to our customers. As I start my work in Golden Gate, I have a variety of pre-configured connectors available to invoke the needed services: the location services, Zillow, and my backend API. Other connectors are available in the Axway Amplify marketplace, and I have an SDK to create my own. I also have all my API endpoints for the Easy Loan project, where I will add this new API. As I create a new API, I first define my API endpoints. I define the URL for this endpoint and add the request parameters, which are my API inputs. As I input parameters, I add those I need: the user ID from the header and the user's mobile location within the request body. Next, I define my response parameters. Here, we select the schema that will match the response message, which includes the interest rate, monthly payment, and so on. Now I save the API. With the inputs and outputs defined, I create and associate an orchestration with this endpoint. Orchestrations provide a flexible way to aggregate and transform information from multiple data sources and service providers. In our case, I choose JSON schemas for my input and output of this orchestration. My input JSON is automatically generated based on the input parameters I defined. The output I predefined. Typically, I would need to hand code APIs, including complex conversion of data from source to destination. Axway Amplify reduces the work in orchestrating and defining the API definition. Connecting multiple API backends and third-party services is systematic and easy to understand. This not only reduces the code I have to write, but it is also far less error-prone. In addition, this gives me reusable blocks of code for my projects to use or consume this API. For my orchestration, I request the exact address matching the user's GPS location by using the geolocation service. With the result, I run an inquiry on the Zillow service to get the exact asking price and property details. Aggregating all information, I call my backend loan calculation APIs and return a personalized quote for our customer. As a final step, I can view the endpoint I just created together with the generated documentation. In the same interface, I can test this API and validate the results. Once I'm happy that the API functions correctly, I can then finally publish my new API in the API catalog. It is that easy. No code in this case by me.
Hello, I'm Carlos, and I'm responsible for the new mobile mortgage product. I'm compensated based on my product's success. So for multiple reasons, I care about conversions. Conversions are the number of users that apply for a mortgage loan through the mobile app. To track my product's effectiveness, I use Axway Amplify's mobile analytics to measure a variety of metrics, such as adoption represented by the number of installs, engagement measured by how often and how long one stays in-app, and retention, which is reflected by the number of active users. Next to this, we have, of course, conversion and the overall app quality. Through the mobile analytics, I can see that adoption is increasing, my number of installs are up. I can also see engagement is good with an increase in number of sessions and an average session length of 35 seconds. People are actively using our app, and I can see quality is good as well with the number of app crashes decreasing. Drilling down into session length, I can see a geographical breakdown of where the app is most heavily used. Our home base is in the southeast, so naturally I expect to see heavy use here. But interestingly enough, I also see growth in the Texas area. To track my conversion goals, I am looking at the events generated by the Easy Loan app. I see the app is now being used to search properties fairly often. I have 4,500 occurrences, which is good, but only 250 of those are requesting quotes. Of those 250, only 25 are actually applying for a mortgage. I need to figure out how to increase the in-app mortgage applications. I expect this rate to be much higher and closer to the bank-wide rate for converting quotes to loans in our retail branches. Thanks to Axway Amplify, I have visibility into my product usage, and I know where to focus my efforts to improve our Easy Loan application.